We are going to go over the 65 count box from Sharpie. This box has all of the core colors from Sharpie except for the portrait markers. The neon and the metallic are not considered core because they're a slightly different formula that they use. If you pick up this box, you should have them all. I have a chart that I made to go with this today, and you guys will be able to download it. I am making a slight change because these charts do take a lot of time, and I appreciate the people that have given me donations, but I am putting them, I'm going to charge a little bit for the charts now, and you can either get those on my website, or you can join my Patreon, or you can be a member, and it'll be one of the premium Swatch charts, and you can join and you can get those whenever I upload a new one. I think it's great that Sharpie is putting all their markers into one box. I do wish that they were labeled, and that is why I'm doing this video today. I had so many of you guys email me and be like, I need to know the colors in my box. I hope Sharpie keeps making boxes like these. I really wish the ultrafine tips were going to come like this, but I don't think they are. But maybe one day they will, because I think they're a really great marker, and it'd be nice to have all of them in one box. I bought some storage from them, some marker storage from them, and I have them just on my shelves behind me. I wanted to show you something cool because we have all the colors, and my son knows that there's so many colors. He actually did some artwork with a lizard, and he has all of these lizards in his room as a decoration, but he used a different color palette for each one. He did like 10 of them, and I think they are so pretty, and I'm so proud of what he did. He loves the Sharpies. They're one of his favorite markers. Do you guys like the Sharpies? Are they your favorite too? I feel like they're a really good marker to kind of, they're the next level up from, you know, the school markers. Let's get labeling all these Sharpies. I'm so excited to do this with you guys today. The box comes folded up, and what you will do is you will open the box up on the corners, and then it will face you and you'll see all the markers. I'm going to leave the colors the order that they are in today, but after I have labeled them all, I can move them around however I want because I'll know the colors. But for right now, don't move the colors until you label them. The box also comes with a lot of plastic and a lot of stickers that I had to take off. I'm like, why make a collectible box and so many stickers? But just be careful as you remove them because otherwise you might rip the box. I like you guys so much that, guess what? I had this video all done. I was like, this is it. I put everything in. I realized I had these in the wrong order. And I was like, well, I could put it out, but I had so many black marks. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to get a good video to put out for them. So I am redoing this chart for you guys today. So all of these will be in order with the Costco box. What I will do is I will have a copy. So when you purchase this, you will have this one and a blank one. So that way when you go in, if you want to rearrange your markers in alphabetical order, you can do that. And you can put whatever name you want there. But keep them like this until you mark them on. And I have already marked them on because I did this already, so I will not be taking the time to do that, but I'll just let you know a little bit about it. I use a Sharpie. There are probably a lot more better options to do this, and I should explore those. So if you really want that, let me know and I will get on that. But because this can rub off, and I have rubbed it off before, and it will rub off with your hand. But if you have the name, you pretty much know what it is. You can do process of elimination and all that. But I just write it on here. I will show you guys the cap color, and then I will fill it in, and you guys can follow along. You can also use these to label your markers if you don't have this box. But if you have this box, make sure you don't rearrange them before you start this, because then you will not get them. You can try to match them as best you can on the screen, because that might happen to a few of you. You might have already tried to order them or organize them. In this swatch chart, we're going to start over here on the top, naming these. So this will be orange. The next color will be amber. This one will be light blue topaz. This one is brown. This one's lavender mica. This one is banana clip yellow. And then this one up here is sky blue, celestial gray, and mint. So if you have this swatch sheet, you can follow along and name these as we go along. So we're going to start with orange. This one's orange. And I love the alcohol markers because they're not as streaky as other markers. They just fill in really nice. They also dry a little bit lighter than they go on. This one's Optic Orange. This one is Racy Red. This one is Jupiter Red. Do you guys love the sound that Sharpies make when they're going on the paper? I do. So the order that they put these in is really random. So they have all these like oranges and then they put a blue in, which is kind of random. I think they arranged the box because the box can it's bends and everything, so I think they did it so they would have good color order on the front and the back, but I'm not sure. Celestial Gray is that one. Okay, the next one is Amber. Next one is Orion Orange. Next one is Red. The next one is Power Pink. The next one is Electric Pink. The next one is Light Blue Topaz. Next one is Violet Chalcedony. The next one is Aquamarine. The next one is Surf. The next one is Nano Blue. All right, the next one is Brown. And I will tell you, this is so much faster than the other one I was doing too. So you guys hopefully will appreciate it and be a lot less confused. I like putting quality content out there. I think it's good for you guys to realize that their colors could be confusing to name. Valley Girl Violet for next one. But I also want to make sure that I'm giving you guys the best information possible to be the least confused. There's no sense being confused. Intergalactic Indigo. But if you want the colors names on the markers, leave a comment below. I think you can tag Sharpie on YouTube, so try that. Blue. And maybe they will. I feel like we'd have to get a ton of people, but start a petition. Maybe we should do that too. Please name your markers so we're not so confused. Brilliant Blue is next. And I like the circles because it really, Peacock Blue is next. It shows you like kind of how to use alcohol markers. If you use more of a circular motion, you won't get as much streakiness. The next one is Black. Next one is navy. Next one is dark matter gray. Next one is teal tiger's eye. The next one is green. Next one is yellow. Next one is boysenberry. The next one is purple fluorite. Next one is lilac. The next one is sky blue. Your colors, blue ice is next, could be a little different. There's variations, and it could be how the alcohol, I should research that, if like how old the marker is. It could be different batches at Sharpie, but there has been known to be color variations. Next one is turquoise. So if you get all these labels and you're like, this one just doesn't match that color, hopefully they're the same, but sometimes they're not. And there's two, we'll get to them below, but two of them, they're very, very similar to each other, which Jet Set Jade, most of them for the most part are not, so that's really nice. And it could be a variation. I'll have to look at my other chart, but the ones in this box that are very similar to each other. Lime is the next one. It's hard because I'm like trying to talk to you guys, and then I'm like, oh no, I forgot to show the cap. Jasper green, but then I want to say something, so it's hard, you know. Next one is Venus green. Next one is Sonic yellow. None of these were dried out, so that's really good. Okay, the next line is banana clip, yellow. The next one is leg warmer orange. The next one is peach. And almond's coming up. This one, the next one is almond. This one, some of these colors, almond, are more rare than others. So they're harder to find unless you have a big box. Because some of these don't come in very many packs. And they don't come individually. Some of them come individually. Some of them do not. Rose quartz. If you want to get some of these colors individually, Blick or Michael's are really good places for that. But yeah, I actually just got all of the pink lemonade is next. The fine tip, the ultra fine tip, I was like, I really should get all of those, and I did, and I spent a lot of money. It's nice to only spend like $40 on this box. This is the way it should be. Jelly pink. People realize how many colors there are. I feel like it's good overall. And you get all the colors. And my son, as you saw earlier, Pink, has the decoration in his room for this. So it's been really fun for my kids to realize, and they love the Sharpies. One of their favorite markers. I'm like, why? Lavender mica. They just appreciate. Nice markers, nice art supplies. They get a little spoiled here. Solar Flare Red. Okay, now we're on to the right side. This one's Tanzanite. Did I spell that right? On here it's Z-E there. I'm gonna have to double check and make sure. That's the only error I made, instead of like all the colors being wrong. That'll be a good thing. Ugh. I just have to move an A to an E, purple. And then I actually colored in one of them wrong. I was like, this looks horrible. Why do I do this to myself? Ultraviolet is next. Okay. Next is magenta. I guess I don't have to look on the marker because it's right there, but I just want to make sure it's the right one, right? That my kids didn't come down, bury, and move them around while I was sleeping. You know, that could have happened. They could come and use them. Next one is Rocket Fuel Red. It does not look very rocket fuel to me, though. I don't know. Oh, I guess you don't really look at rocket fuel, right? So who knows what color it actually is. Next one is Slate Gray. All the grays are not with each other either. That is kind of weird. The next one is Aqua. Okay, so these are the two that are very similar. And let me show you the caps. So this one is Argyle Green and this one is the other one, the Galaxy Green. They are very close. I will double check and see if the other ones, because sometimes, like I said, there could be a variation within a box. And sometimes they'll change the cap colors too a little bit. So you can see they're very similar, but that one's a little less saturated. Next one is Martian Green. That was one of the ones that was messed up, like that with lime and everything else. And I was like, oh my gosh, what's going on here? Okay. Next one is Mint. Okay. Next one is Geode Green. Next one is Citrine. Next one is Tangerine. And the last one is Kawakan Coral. Now we have all the names of all the colors. Zoom out a little bit. And this is our whole chart. What do you guys think? Are you guys just in love with this? I am. I don't like the color order. Like I said, I'm going to change it in my box. But I think this is really neat. But let me know which one is your guys' favorite. Pick this up if you want it. I will leave a link below, and I'll leave a link that you can get these Sharpie markers. And I hope you guys have a great day, and we'll see you in the next video.